Believe it or not, a victim is not someone who just says that they've been hurt by something. A victim has to have evidence, actually, because like there's this thing where narcissists, right? If they end up hurting someone, sometimes they will just like misdirect like the fault and the blame onto the other person. They'll go, "Oh, I hurt you? No, you actually hurt me." And so yeah, I was like sexually harassed by a girl named Marcy who grabbed my ass, right? And then I misinterpreted that as a signal that maybe she was into me. So I reciprocated by touching her boob, and I asked her if that was okay, and so Marcy frames that as sexual assault because she touched me non-consensually. I asked and then touched her, right? No, Marcy sexually assaulted me. Haley got drunk and then literally jumped me despite me trying to stop her. Haley sexually assaulted. Just because you were predisposed to believing cis women, right? Just because you're predisposed to believing cis women doesn't mean what they say is true. Plus, like, both of them admitted huge parts of like that, right? Like Marcy said I asked. Marcy said she liked the hug. Marcy said she grabbed my butt. Marcy said I took her home as soon as she asked, which is true. At no point did I do anything that people didn't explicitly consent to. And as soon as they said that they wanted to do something else, I immediately took them to do that, right? At no point did I push anyone into doing anything that they didn't enthusiastically consent to. Am I okay? No, I'm not okay. I got sexually assaulted by two people who then blamed me. And then this partner assaulted me, not sexually. And people just assumed that I was to blame, even though she doesn't even blame me, right? In any relationship I will ever be in, people will always blame me no matter what the other person does because I am trans, and that's fucking terrifying. Do you understand that that makes me incredibly unsafe? People can abuse the shit out of me, and people will believe my abusers every single time without fail. So stop dating cis women? I mean, fucking what? So basically only date trans women? No. No, that's still fetishization. And I like them, I date people who I like, regardless of if they're trans or cis, frankly, actually. Because that's how I would want people to treat me. I don't want someone to be with me because I'm trans. I don't want that, actually. I'm very strong in it. Yeah, well, like, but the problem is that, like, me being perceived as strong is the reason that they can blame, the reason that they can shift the fault of the sexual assault onto me. They did it to me, but because people perceive me as being strong, they perceive it as being impossible to take advantage of me sexually. It is absolutely not impossible to take advantage of me sexually. All you have to do is fucking grope me, right? And then if you blame me for you groping me, people believe you somehow, okay? No, me being strong does not make me exempt from sexual assault. In fact, it makes it way fucking worse. Being perceived as strong, that is. This is the reason people are so scared of cameras? What do you mean? Yeah, you mean the reason people like literally will like will not fucking go like people want to hang out with me, but God forbid they actually could like God forbid they are on stream with me, and if they are on stream with me, they just lie, you know? They call me a prostitute because that's one of the things that can get me banned, and people will believe that queer people are prostitutes. I'm not that, but if you say that on my stream, I immediately have to stop streaming. Like, that's the way this works, is like, you don't have to be honest. You just have to say things that people will get mad about, right? And then people will get mad about them, and then I have to fucking deal with the consequences of that. And people are way more likely to believe fucking cis women than they ever will to be to believe trans people. Because the real secret about bigotry is that bigotry isn't, like, obvious. Bigotry isn't, like, excessively misgendering people. Bigotry is when you are biased towards not believing and delegitimizing the experience of minority people because they are a minority person. Look, if like a minority person says something's true and a not minority person says something's true, people believe the person who isn't a member of the minority group, right? That's bigotry. It's gonna be okay? Oh yeah, for sure it's gonna be okay. For sure it's gonna be okay. I mean, like, you know, despite the fact that like I live in a world that is deeply transphobic, and like I can't, it's really difficult for me to get people to see it. I do actually have like a large platform, and like some of the people are willing to try, so. It's just scary. It's just scary that like I might like destroy my ability to be a public figure by being honest about what my actual literal experience is. You know? Because people just refuse to believe the truth. Right? Yeah. You really admire me? Thank you, Shut Up Sage. Thank you. Thank you. A lot of people really admire me. Like at the same time as the people who also like really like think I'm fucking terrible. It's just that like I wish that the people who admired me spent as much time not like admired me. I wish that people who were who wanted to protect trans people spent even like 1% of the time that the people who hate trans people spend trying to make us look like sexual predators and evil and child groomers. Like, if you think you're an ally, why are you not as dedicated as the people who are like transphobes? Why are the transphobes so much more like dedicated to what they do? And like I don't even want to like individually single anyone out, because you know like not doing harm is better than doing harm always. Like not doing harm is better than doing harm. But like, yo, somebody's got to protect the minorities who isn't the minorities, because nobody listens to us.